What's up, Internet? My name is Matt Santana. Welcome to the office where we discuss tech and the world around it. I am coming up on 1 week of spending time with the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I also wanted to talk about the iPhone 12 mini and my experiences with using both of them. So I've been using both phones over the last week alongside my Z Fold 2. Pretty much when one phone dies, I'll move on to the other one. Because look, I'm a reviewer and I don't have much time to try these devices out, especially within the return window. I'm not sure which iPhone I'm going to go with, but I wanted to share my initial thoughts on how I've been using each one. With the Pro Max, I'm really enjoying the large screen. It sometimes feels like it is too much to have on a day-to-day basis, but in reality, that's the same reason why I like the Z Fold 2. The Z Fold 2 being a little bit slimmer, it allows me to, fold it up and put it in my pocket much easier than the Pro Max. When it comes to productivity, you really can't beat the app selection that is on iOS and optimization. I just wish that there was a little bit more multitasking and more advantages being given to having that large screen. It really makes a big difference when you're using a Z Fold, when you can do multitasking with multiple apps. You can have things running in the background. Pretty much everything is picture in picture, and you have the ability to make the phone smaller when you don't need the extra space. So alongside the 12 Pro Max, I've been comparing it to its little brother, the iPhone mini. And although the mini appears to be the smaller or least spec phone, it really performs exactly the same, and in some instances better. For example, the pixel density of the screen, since it's smaller, is still very dense, and the screen looks amazing because of its size. I really find that usability on this phone is really a flash from the past, because I'm able to take my hand, for example, and I can go like this. Like, when was the last time you were able to take a phone and do like this? I was talking to my wife in the kitchen, and I literally just kind of grabbed my phone and I pointed at something. And just by me going like this, I was like, oh man, this phone is so small. The ability right here to take my thumb and reach the top, I miss that feeling. And in comparison to the Pro Max, it's like I can't even reach 60% of the phone. Yeah, it's a little bit about 60% of the phone. You see where my thumb hits. So it's a big difference. I mean, if you're really looking at buying either one of the phones, you're really gonna have to decide on, one, how much are you willing to deal with on a day-to-day basis. I mean, just look at the size comparison here. Just kind of holding it up. I mean, it fits in one corner of this phone. Look at that. It's not focusing. There we go. You see what I'm saying? That's pretty weird to be using two phones like this. I have the opportunity to do that, so I can kind of explain to you guys what it's like using both. And they both have their advantages. I feel like when I am sitting down and I'm typing up a script, or I'm typing or doing research or something like that, or taking notes, this is way more enjoyable to use than using this. However, when I put this in my pocket, I don't even feel like it's there. It feels like a credit card, like a wallet. It's just really refreshing to have something this powerful and this small. It's really nice. One thing that I wanted to bring up too is that I plan on returning one of these phones. I haven't decided which yet. I am leaning one way, but you'll have to wait for my review of the Pro Max and the iPhone mini to find that out, because I have not made my decision yet, and I'll probably be making a decision right up until about next week, which is again at the end of my return window. Well guys, that is all I wanted to talk about today. It's to share my thoughts on the iPhone Pro Max and the iPhone mini. Both are great phones, I think, for two different types of people. I actually have been talking recently with my wife about the possibility of doing a number share with another iPhone, and why that should be a possibility. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, I actually posted some thoughts on this on Fleets, which is Twitter's new story feature. So if you guys aren't following me on social media, definitely do so. I'm very active on Twitter. That's where I tend to have most of my conversations about technology. And today is my birthday. I'm about to go out and celebrate, but I wanted to take some time to thank every one of you for following the channel as long as it's been out, since 2010. I know it's been a long ride. Some of you guys have been around since I started this. You guys have seen me talk about cases, to Android, to Windows Phone, to BlackBerry, to just now. And I appreciate you guys following along on the journey and watching this channel grow again. And I just recently made YouTube partnership. So I appreciate you guys for the support and all the watch hours, and also again for subscribing. If you guys see some ads come up, I appreciate the support. Just know that eventually I would like to turn this into a full-time gig. So I'm working towards that, and I appreciate your support. I cannot stress that enough. You guys sitting around listening to me geek out about technology and taking time out of your day. So with that being said, thanks again for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. And as usual, stay up.